to by Game Changers Media on that's the most important game on our schedule, folks. The Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Is reset? Is there an issue? Is my audio cool? Miller said reset. I just want to make sure everything good. But yeah, the Buffalo Bills game is the most important game on our schedule. It lets us know if this team has any real shot at competing, right? And I don't want to just go out there and compete. We got to go out there and win. Win. Beat the Buffalo Bills in their house. Beat the Buffalo Bills at Hallmark Stadium, whatever the name of their stadium is these days, former Rich Stadium, Ralph Wilson Stadium, whatever it is. Let's put them to rest. Last game at the old stadium. Let's do it. What up, chat? Is there an issue with the video? Something going on? Are we good? Let me check. Let me see if everything's good. Is everything all right on the videos? Is it coming through? Is it coming through? Nobody's messaging, letting me know. So I gotta check for myself. Hello. So I gotta check for myself. Yeah. Okay. So again, the link is in the comments. Come aboard. Let's go. Day 8 training camp took place today. Tua still very consistent, very listen, the guy in training camp is amazing, right? He barely throws incompletions, still no interceptions. The guy is just balling out in training camp. We need him to take that same energy for the regular season. Michael K says, compare training camp results and see who is more confident. That could be the dumbest comment I've ever read. Corky. Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, training camp results, we've seen lots of teams go for 3-4-0 in the preseason and, have terrible regular seasons. So training camp's not everything. We know we've seen Ethan Bonner ball out in training camp and give us absolutely nothing when it comes to the regular season. We've seen Eric Uzakama or however the hell you say his last name. We've seen him ball out in training camp and give us absolutely nothing. So, it's a positive outlook on the team. You know what I mean? You want to take the positive vibes and run with them, but it's not everything, folks. It's not everything. But Tua is dominant in training camp. We need him to be dominant when it comes to the regular season. We need Tua not to make the bonehead mistakes that he makes at points. If Tua can play against the good teams like he plays against the bad teams, listen, we won't have no issues. And obviously, the bad teams are bad for a reason, and good teams are good for a reason. Zach Sealer, huge day at camp today. Are the Miami Dolphins going to give this guy some money? What's going to happen with him? Now, Zach Sealer's being an upstanding citizen. He's doing the right things. He's showing up to camp. He's not holding in or holding out like some players do. He's being that positive team guy. Are the Miami Dolphins going to reward him for it? Are the Dolphins going to reward him for it? Miller, what's going on, my guy? How you doing?
What's going on, Big C? What is going on?
Oh, you know how we doing. I had to work Thursday and Friday. I tried to do some pre-recorded videos. Those obviously ain't working out because I ain't getting views on those. I was like, damn, man. I went through all that trouble. Got less than 100 views on 2 videos.
I actually enjoyed the pre-planned videos.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to give you guys something because I know that you guys you will. I hope that you look forward to the 10 a.m. show. And I feel terrible when I'm not there to give it to y'all, but this ain't paying the bills. Hopefully, maybe one day it does, but at this present moment, it don't pay the bills. So, you know. But Zach Sealer had his dominant day today. Go ahead, Miller. What were you saying, brother?
I wanted to ask you, have you decided on if you were going down to training camp or not?
I'm still trying to figure a few things out. Man, I would love to. I'd love to. Right now I'm trying to figure out if I can somehow, because I'd rather go to a game. I mean, I want to do both, but I'd rather go to a game. I'm trying to see if I can't fit both in. But I'm not absolutely positive yet.
Right. I was just hoping because I'd love to have your eyes out there on like a joint practice or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would definitely be great. Yeah, I really do want to go to the game. You know what I mean? Like, I think that'd be an awesome experience, and I'd like to get up with a bunch of you. And hopefully it's not as hot. Hopefully it's not as hot because that heat be getting me too. Yeah, I'm a bigger boy. I'm a bigger boy. That'd be getting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sweat, dude. It gets.
The offensive line, Patrick Paul. Listen, Teron Armstead was at practice today, and from what I've heard from onlookers and people that were there, and the beat writers, Patrick Paul was like showing out for Teron Armstead. Was like showing out, like, oh, you like how I did that? Oh, you like stonewalling Bradley Chubb and then going back to Teron, like, yeah.
Well, did you catch Mike McDaniel's press conference this morning?
I did.
Because he said I'm sorry, not Chop. He said Patrick Paul was putting in like extra work through an extra camp that he set up himself. So I think Patrick Paul really hasn't taken a real true off season. He's been working nonstop, and it shows.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, he was doing that last year, staying after and working with Teron and constantly in Teron's face, picking his brain. So I had confidence that the guy was going to improve. Did I think that he was going to come into this season? And, it's early, it's training camp, but let's not fake the funk. We got good pass rushers on this team. It's not like he's going up against a bunch of bums.
Yeah.
And are they TJ Watt and Micah Parsons? And we'll get back to Micah Parsons here in a second. But are they TJ Watt and Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett? No, Bradley Chubb's not. Jalen Phillips, we can't put them in the same category as those 3 guys. But these guys are they're no slouches. These are good pass rushers that, for all indications, Patrick Paul is dominating. He's out there dominating these guys. So, you can look at it both ways. Like, oh, well, maybe Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips aren't great, but it's at the same time, maybe it's just that Patrick Paul's that good. You know what I mean? And that's very promising for this team. That's huge. And if you can move right down the rest of the offensive line. From everything that I've heard, James Daniels, very, very good camp so far. Almost, I wouldn't say that he's got as much he ain't got the league talking like Patrick Paul does, but James Daniels having a fairly dominant training camp as well.
Yeah,
And
James Daniels, honestly, he's looking like he's getting back to form right away.
And then you add in Jonas Avenea. Listen, they're saying this guy's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like he's holding his own against Kenneth Grant. It's like a stalemate between these guys, and that's very positive. You get Aaron Brewer back healthy, and if Austin Jackson can just play Austin Jackson football, and I've said this a couple times, Austin Jackson's not good, but he's not horrible neither. He's an all right player.
He's an NFL starter. He's an NFL regular starter.
Yeah, if you can put those 5 pieces together, and if they can continue to play like they're playing at this moment, we got a top 10 offensive line on our hands. And that's something that, whether you're a Tua lover, a Tua hater, or you're indifferent, if you're on the line, that's one thing that Tua's only had for a partial of a season. In 2023, Tua had a good offensive line for part of the season. And when we had a top offensive line, Tua had the number 1 offense in all of football. And they were talking about Tua in the MVP conversation.
Well, as much as I'm excited for Tua, I'm more excited for this run game with Achane.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. It's going to absolutely, but they play off each other, Miller. So, you can be more excited for Achane. I'm excited for the offense as a whole because if Achane's eating, the rest of the offense is going to eat also. That running game is going to open up the pass. Tyreek said it today. I don't know if you caught Tyreek's presser. Oh, Bonnie joined in the. Listen, I've never heard Bonnie's voice. What's up, Bonnie?
Hey,
how you doing tonight?
What's up?
What's up, Bonnie?
How you doing? How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. Having a great Friday night.
Okay. How's it going? How you feeling?
Good. It was like almost 100 degrees here in Texas today, but then we had a storm move through and it's down to 79. Feeling good.
Oh, I'm in Kansas, so I get what you're feeling. Yeah, the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a cold spell the last 2 days. It was 95, 96 something up here, and I think today was 79. Like it just drastically dropped. But yeah, go ahead, Bonnie.
What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about the offensive line and how impressive they've looked. Specifically Patrick Paul and James Daniels.
Patrick Paul is a monster.
Yeah.
The sheep aren't nervous.
And they were saying that Patrick Paul was running over to Teron Armstead after Stonewall and Bradley Chubb on multiple plays and Jalen Phillips on multiple plays, like kind of like bragging, like, yeah, you see that, you see how I'm doing them, boys, yeah.
Can I ask a question?
That's very exciting. Go ahead.
How often do you think, like, if at all, the guys talking like, well, the reporters are going to report everything that happens. Here, I'll let you get a rep in on me, make you look good. Do you think that happens at all?
No, I don't think that happens. Nobody wants to look bad or to, for Patrick Paul to look so dominant, Bradley Chubb would have to be terrible all the time. You know what I mean?
This is setting a precedent though for, like, if he comes in week 1 and he just doesn't do what he's doing against our elite pass rushers, like, what are we going to say though? Because he should immediately be our best to second best lineman. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think like reporters like Omar and Poupar and those guys, I don't think they would say he's good if he's not.
I think he was saying, like, do you think Bradley Chubb lets
No.
Patrick Paul manhandle him. So
Would you,
Patrick Paul
if
can
you
look
were
good.
Bradley Chubb, would you let somebody
the young kid?
show you up? No.
Well, I think of it coming from a view of like, if you want to build confidence and cohesion with the line, like let him get, some wind under his sails. Let him feel that goal. That way, when we go out there, he has that, confidence.
Nah,
That
I
maybe he
think that's
can.
way off. That's not doing anybody any good, Miller. That's not doing that kid any good to think he's better than what he really is. You know what I mean? Like that's not. I don't believe that happens whatsoever. Not whatsoever.
That's like Space Jam with Mike's secret sauce, and it was just water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's more like I don't know. It's more like Bugs Bunny, him letting Bugs Bunny beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
Beat him in a game 1-on-1. But yeah, I don't think that happens. But I don't know if you've seen Tyreek Hill's presser today. He was talking about, it was real difficult for him and Waddle last year because there was times that teams were only putting 5 in the box to stop the run. That's leaving, 6 guys in coverage, 2 deep safeties with 4 others, and they were jamming them off the line. So, with no worry about the deep pass because the coverage was just you got them safeties back there protecting everything. So he was like, it's hard to do anything. It's hard to throw the ball when you got only 5 guys in the box and they're able to still stop the run.
I mean,
and he said in the NFL, if you got 5 guys in the box, you should be running the ball all day.
We were throwing how many bubble screens last year?
Yeah. Well, we weren't running. Like
we couldn't run.
Yeah, let's be real.
Better than our linemen.
Well, that's what the screen game was. That was our running game. You know what I mean?
Which
that
isn't a running game.
That was an attempt at a running game. You know what I mean? Is the screen game.
So if we can get a run game going this year, things are going to change.
I'm pretty pumped. If Brewer can stay in the top 10 centers ranked, like he's top half of the league.
Yep.
If the left side is as much of a lock as it is, and Austin Jackson is the weakest link, and he's just an average NFL starter, which is still great.
But still,
there should be ample opportunity.
Yeah, there's no offensive line in the league that has Pro Bowlers across the line. You're going to have one here or there that's just average.
Yeah, you don't need an all-star lineup. You just need a few good ones and some guys that are capable.
Yeah.
Or like you said on that video the other day about how Buffalo just doesn't have injuries ever.
They don't.
I mean, they not along the offensive line. I mean, they suffer their injuries on defense mostly. But Josh Allen's just so great that he's one of those great quarterbacks, and it pains me to say, but he can carry a team. Tua's not in the same. He's not in the same class as Josh Allen. So
I just want to see week 3. Our defensive pass rushers, Chubb, Phillips, Chubb, get after Josh Allen.
Oh, I want to see Kenneth Grant take Josh Allen down because
that would be awesome.
Too. So we're gonna have to clog that. You should get in here, Michael K. The water's fine.
Yeah, come on in, Michael K. You Buffalo fan.
Yeah, that's another area. Is that how dominant do you think this front 7, front 8 for the Miami Dolphins defense can be? Because I mean, you got Kenneth Grant, Zach Sealer. Is that a total defense, Bonnie, or is that just the up front?
The up front, the front.
Yeah,
it needs
top 5 for sure.
We're gonna compete for what we need to compete for,
as long as they stay healthy.
But I don't. If I'm being realistic, it's top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think if healthy, our upfront unit is absolutely a top 5 unit. I struggle to look around the league and find a better group of guys collectively
I see
up
25
front.
plus sacks.
Oof.
Yeah, I see that absolute. I see that. I say I
30.
damn near say 35, Bonnie. You know what I mean? Like I see Chop Robinson with 12 to 15.
Yeah.
Bottom
Alone.
And
line, I
then
see alone, Chop Robinson, 12 to 15
and then
sacks alone.
Phillips and Chubb are going to get what?
I would expect 7, 8, 9 sacks a piece from them
Yeah.
guys.
And then
Zach
I don't know
Sealer.
if you guys can count
Sealer
on
8,
Phillips
9.
at
You know
all.
what I mean?
Like I don't when I grade the defense, I don't grade it with Phillips in mind. Like I know we're gonna lose him eventually.
Don't give us that mojo.
Well,
Miller.
you don't know that.
Oh, I'm just saying if you prepare for it, it won't hurt
Yeah.
in the long run.
Yeah. Well, okay. I get it.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
I just
but losing Mo Kamara like we did today, big loss. But honestly, he really hasn't been anything at camp, which is
Yeah,
surprising to hear.
yeah.
Doug Williams says
Well,
Chop may break out with other guys. I think Chop's going to have a fantastic year. Listen, he came
everybody
on
is talking about Chop, even the players.
absolutely. Well, you got to understand. Last year, Chop came into the season, and his body wasn't in football shape. It was in run fast shape. You know what I mean? He had
Yeah.
cut down. He was just worried and concerned with running fast because that's what the combine's all about. It's how fast
Yeah.
you run. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? How fast
Yeah.
you do the cones, how fast you do the 40. So he admitted that he was like, last year I didn't come in and I wasn't in football shape. This year he's had a year to rebuild his body, a year of experience. He's gotten better against the run from what I've heard. You got other guys on this defense that you got to pay attention to. It's not just, oh, well, they got Chop Robinson. You know what I mean?
So
If we
Chop
stop
Robinson
Chop,
starting,
what's that?
is Chop Robinson going to be starting?
I think, maybe
I don't
he's
know how
not
they're going
labeled
to
as
do
a,
that.
maybe he's
That's
not
a legit
labeled as a,
question. I'm not saying he's
May-
not capable, but
I'm not, listen, I don't think necessarily it's going to be marked down on the depth chart as him starting, but I think he's going to play just as many plays as everybody else.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I mean, you got to rotate, but you can't rotate both of them. You got to leave one out there. So someone's going to get 2/3 of the lion's share,
Yeah, but
Well,
can't
I
you
think
sometimes have all three of them out there? Chop, Phillips,
you
and
got
Chubb?
you got
You
to.
can't. How?
What do you mean? How you
You got
figure it
Zach
out?
Biggers showing out in camp. You got both of our 5th and 1st round picks that are showing out in camp. I mean, we have
Listen,
people in the
it
middle
doesn't.
that are able to play.
Like,
So you take Willie Gay out for a play, you have one of them inside that's gonna rush up the middle, or you know what I mean? They're gonna figure out a way to get. They'll run a 4-3. You know what I mean? They're gonna figure out a way to get these 3 guys on the field at a time. It's a waste. It's a waste not to.
Do you
are
see us?
you listening to us? Like, is this not a great problem to have? Who do you put in?
Absolutely. It's the second most valuable position in all of football is the pass rushers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is like a great problem to have.
With Minka here, we could implement the 0 blitz more, but that's putting our corners on islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
I think
don't know
we'll
if that's
find
something
more
we want to do.
corners. I think they'll bring more corners in. I think. Maybe.
You were talking
Yeah.
about Tyreek's presser. Did you catch him saying how Storm Duck has pretty much been like
Yeah.
the best cornerback?
Yeah, I mean, but what's there to really choose from, right? You know what I mean? Like
Jack Jones has been solid from what I've heard too.
Someone's got to be the best. Oh, Michael K coming through.
Well,
What
we'll
up,
see
Michael
when
K?
they get in joint practices how Storm Duck looks.
We
What up, Michael K?
Can you hear me?
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, we can hear
No,
you.
it's the Bills fan.
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I gotta be quiet. My puppy's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up because then he's gonna want to go outside.
So let's hear Michael K's unbiased opinion of our Miami
Yes,
Dolphins.
right.
It is unbiased. It is you guys are banking on all these people when you don't have Calais Campbell there anymore.
Who played 40% of his snaps?
He actually played 53% of his snaps.
Calais Campbell is 40 years
Ballpark.
old. Give me a break.
Okay, and he was dominant on that defensive line.
He was a
Yes,
great
he was.
leader. He did what he had to do.
He was taking double teams every time he was out there. You think this Chump Robinson is going to get 15 sacks without somebody eating 2 blocks every time, giving him pretty much a free rush?
Let
Well,
me tell
Kenneth
you,
Grant.
buddy.
Kenneth Grant's going to eat up two blocks.
Yeah.
Kenneth Grant's
Yeah.
gonna eat up 2 blocks.
You got
Jordan
Kenneth-
Taylor and
Phillips-
Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth Grant was a bust in college. He had 6.5
Ow.
sacks in 41 games.
He
He's
literally
getting
won them
double-teamed.
a national title.
Okay, you're right. He won a national title, and it was all because of him, right?
He was one of the key contributors.
Yeah.
He had 11.5 tackles in 41 games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, 69 total tackles in 41
That's
games.
due to Harbaugh's rotation. That's how he orchestrates his offense.
All right, built-in excuses. That's fine.
But no, that's
No
not the
excuses,
strength. That's not what his game is based on. You can't look at Kenneth Grant, a player like Kenneth Grant, and go by his numbers. It's the effect he has on the defense. He eats up 2 blockers so other people can eat. There's a reason that.
Okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. He eats up 2 collegiate. He hasn't played in the NFL yet. You guys are putting a gold jacket on this cat, and he hasn't taken one NFL snap yet.
I
What
wouldn't
about
say
Zeke
that.
Biggers?
Still have Trent
Seventh
Sealer,
round pick.
Jordan
Who's
Brooks. We're loaded on the defensive 7. We're loaded.
All right, well, here's the other thing. The Dolphins don't have a front 7 because they play nickel 74% of the time. They got 6. So that leaves 2 linebackers, 3 linemen and 3 linebackers, or 4 linemen and 2 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. Everybody's saying this front 7. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Well,
Well,
no, because they're gonna do some things this year that we haven't done in other years because we haven't had the personnel to run anything different. To be honest, we haven't had the multitude of pass rushers and defensive tackles that we got this year to run
We had
different
Jerome
schemes.
Baker
You know what I
for
mean?
how long?
All right, and number 1, you think Phillips is a game breaker?
No.
oh yeah, he
Jalen
could be.
Phillips?
He very well could be.
Oh, Jordan Phillips, yes.
Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips.
No.
Jalen Phillips, yes. Jalen Phillips has the talent.
That man's a trade target, and I'm telling you right now.
You got to
You
understand,
better,
though.
you better cash in.
And good evening, Glenn. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
You got to understand that you're not going to be able to concentrate on. You're going to have to figure out which one of these guys are coming, when they're coming. We got so many guys that are capable of getting after the quarterback that they're going to be able to confuse the defense. They're going to line up all over the field. Sometimes they're going to line up over center. Sometimes you might line up all 3 on one side of the field. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many different things that Weaver can do. Now,
Well, great. You know what? Line all 3 of them up on one side of the field. That's great. And then whoever's the quarterback, if he's halfway competent, he's going to call it. He's going to switch the protection, and he's going to run the ball to the opposite side, and they're going to be out on an island. They're going to be chasing them from behind.
So you got Fitzpatrick blitzing it from the other side.
One guy's going to stop 2 offensive linemen and probably a tight end.
I mean, you can't send 2 offensive
The
linemen
tight
that
end's gonna
way
be
if you got
covered
3
by
coming the
Patrick
other way.
Mahomes.
Well, if you have three guys on one side of the line, there's the center, guard, and tackle on the other side of the line that has nobody in front of them. So, and then you're gonna have one defensive back come up and blitz. He's gonna bounce off one, or getting a pass, or even the slot receiver coming across.
Well, then the Bills should hire you for a coaching position.
No, it's simple planning. It has nothing about me. I'm not smarter. I'm not smarter than any Bills coaches, and nobody out here is on these panels is smarter than any NFL coach.
No,
but everybody thinks that they know better than the GMs and the coaches, and that's.
I just think that our could be as good as the Eagles' front seven. Respectfully, you're wrong.
Wasn't Michael Clay last year saying that? Yeah.
What's Tua's record against the Bills?
4 now.
Interceptions.
The Bills are going through hard knocks, and James Cook is wanting Saquon money. So I don't know
what does
for us by week 3?
What does Hard Knocks? What does Hard Knocks have to do with anything?
Hard Knocks is a curse.
It is.
You're right. You're right. It's a curse for teams that haven't made the playoffs in 2 consecutive years.
And we will see you guys not make the playoffs.
It's a curse for a team that's never won the Super Bowl.
Oh. I mean, let's be real. Josh, I mean, we can't take shots at Josh Allen. Josh Allen's great. And I want Buffalo. I want Buffalo to be full strength week 3. And, if they come out and clobber us, that just shows me what we are. You know what I mean? If it's the same old thing, and I don't even care if it's a close game. Close isn't good enough.
However,
we've bypassed that point. There's
if
no
we
moral,
are 3-0.
There's no moral victories week 3. We need to beat the Buffalo Bills if we want to even. Every other game does not matter to me besides week 3.
They need to pony up James Cook, or they're not going to have James Cook for week 3, and then they're going to be really in trouble.
What are you talking about?
James Cook wants Saquon money. Because why would he?
They said tonight on a short week. There's no way the Dolphins are winning that game.
Yes, they are.
Well, that's what shows us we're not the same old Dolphins.
They're going to go into week 2 with a loss. After a loss,
they're going to be.
They'll beat the Jets
3-0.
The Jets have beat them. How many?
He's talking about Buffalo, Michael K.
No, he said he's coming out of it. He said he's coming out of week 2 with a loss. Who's coming out with the loss?
Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Buffalo's losing week 1 to Baltimore.
That's a possibility.
There's a potential that after the Dolphins game, Buffalo could be 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be sitting here like, oh, maybe the Hard Knocks curse is real.
Bills will be 1-1. Miami will be 2-1 when they face each other. 2-0. I mean,
Miami's going to have a hard time getting by the Colts.
It could be Buffalo's 0-3 and Miami's 3-0.
Okay. Yeah.
Doug Williams says 0-3.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? There's always hope for everybody, including Dolphin fans.
You got week 1 to worry about.
There's one
and then
thing
week 2. Week 2's in wild card. And then week 3, you got us. Good luck.
The Bills are favored in all 17 games this year. The only team in the NFL.
That's money in Vegas.
And that means what?
Easy money.
It means that people don't want to bet against them.
Does it mean they'll win?
No, you're right. It doesn't. Doesn't mean they're going to win.
Phenomenal. The topic is how crucial the week 3 matchup is against the Buffalo Bills at this moment. And I say that it's the most important game on our schedule. It shows us immediately whether we're the same old Miami Dolphins or if we've turned the corner and if we got a shot at proving anything.
2 games on the schedule.
If we lose
that will be the best day of my life if they win it.
If we lose that game, I'm gonna come out and ask for a fire sale. No one needs to be here anymore. If we can't beat Buffalo week 3, what are we doing?
I kind of agree, Miller. I kind of agree.
What do you mean? If you can't beat Buffalo week 3, what are you doing? I mean that just doesn't make sense. The Bills are tied with the Baltimore Ravens as favorites to win the AFC this year.
Well, you got
So-
to our cap situation and our financial future relies heavily on this year. And if we can't beat at least the potential best team in our league, in our division,
I
like,
think
what are
we
we
can
supposed
do
to
it.
do?
I really think we can do it.
I think I could run a 4-minute mile too, but it'll never happen.
You never
I
know.
think
You
we're
could
more-
wake up with Usain Bolt's legs, bro.
Buffalo been favored. How many years
Listen,
have Buffalo been favored? Like
Listen,
How many years have they been favored for what?
to win to go to the Super Bowl? Like 5 years?
No, never.
Have they released
Not recent. Not recently.
How much is Buffalo in the Dolphins?
They're top ones
Look
every year.
The Kansas City Chiefs are always number 1 for probably the last 6 years.
And they should still be number 1.
Hey, I can't dog on the Kansas City Chiefs because I live in Flint, Texas, which is like 3 miles from Patrick Holmes' house where he used to live. So like Patrick Mahomes is kind of a big thing down here.
He's a big thing up here in Kansas, man.
Hey, Big C, there is 2 games on this thing that we have to win. And you are right. The first one is the game against Buffalo we have to win. And then the other one that we have to win is get the big thing off is one against Pittsburgh. A good game
Yes,
on the road
yes.
in the cold.
Is that because of the Jalen Ramsey trade?
Yes.
That's the one we have to win just because it will be cold, it's on the road, and it's a night game.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think the Pittsburgh's going to even be 500 by the time we play them. Like, Pittsburgh's not a good team. I don't think they're going to be a good team.
No, Pittsburgh's always a good team. Tomlin always makes sure they're a good team.
Rodgers. We just saw what Rodgers did to the Jets. I think Rodgers will come out strong in the beginning of the season, but I think eventually he might get a little injured, and that's what he doesn't do. He comes out weak and then finishes strong and leaves you with hope.
When has Jets ever had a good quarterback?
oh, the Jets suck.
Sam Darnold.
So,
I mean, if you're a Miami Dolphin fan, apparently the Jets have had really good quarterbacks. They had a Mike White, they had a Zach Wilson, they had a Tim Boyle. I mean, these are guys we picked up.
Yeah, but we make them better. The Jets make them worse.
No,
we make them better.
On the Jets, the quarterbacks suck every time. It don't matter. It's a Jets thing. Every quarterback sucks in Jets, and then they go somewhere else and they get better.
Right?
Glenn will have them at least a little bit better than what Saleh did.
I mean,
It's hard.
Look
It's hard
at
to
Sam
tell.
Darnold.
You don't know what type of coach Aaron Glenn's going to be.
If he's
But back to
Lions Hard Knocks.
Back to the Buffalo game. Phenomenal Pod said, I agree, but I think week 3 is too early in the season for that. We can beat Buffalo week 3 and unravel the rest of the season. That's true. That's absolutely true.
That is true.
But the rest of the season, if we lose if we don't win week 3, the rest of the season is just, in my opinion, we'll come out and we'll probably beat the Jets. Yeah, we'll probably beat Carolina. We'll beat the teams we're supposed to. They'll get our hopes up again, and then we'll have that rough stretch of games that it's more likely than not that we lose at least 2 of those.
I'm tired
of those 2 of those 3.
But let's be real here. Like, Buffalo is going to drop a game that you're not going to expect they're going to drop.
I agree. But it's not about catching them in the standings. I think the Miami Dolphins, talent-wise, have a better team than the Buffalo Bills. If you go up and down the roster, I think talent-wise, the Miami Dolphins are more talented.
Yeah.
So it's just
Okay, hold on, wait. All right, hold on. Up and down. Let's go. Quarterback, yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay, wide receivers. Yes, I'll give you the
Yes.
wide receivers.
Yes.
Running backs. No.
Yes.
Yes.
You
No.
can't say.
Yes.
I'd say that's a push.
That's a walk.
All right, a push.
Who are your 2 and 3 running backs? You got a rookie and somebody else that didn't do nothing.
Madison.
Jalen Wright.
We got
But go-
Jalen Wright. We got what's his name is like showing up in camp like big time.
Again, a rookie who had a miserable.
Madison.
Madison that played behind the Philly that used to be play. He was a thing, and he was pretty good.
Josh
But,
Gordon.
regardless, Michael K. Let's just go with the number ones. You got Achane versus James Cook.
James
would
Cook,
say
but-
push.
We're
say a
going push.
It may be a push, but I'll say Cook's better.
Okay,
No.
you're a Bills fan.
Wow.
No, we can also go by Madden ratings if you want to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, that's better than PF. We can go by PFF ratings too.
Dude, Jerry Rice does the wide receiver rating for Madden. Like, you can't.
I'm saying you're going to see the real Achane this year after our
Yes.
offensive line is going to be considerably better. So
No, the difference is.
All right, so now tight ends. Let's go to tight ends.
I'll give Buffalo the edge.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, Buffalo's the edge there.
But
Offensive line.
Darren Waller has the potential to be the best tight end in the conference in the
But we got to give that to
in the
Buffalo.
East. I'll give it the
No. The best tight end in the conference is or in the division is going to be the guy from the Patriots. I can't remember his name.
I take Taylor for the Jets.
Listen, if Darren Waller comes back and looks like the old Darren Waller from 3 years ago,
Whoa, we'll be
he's the best.
golden.
He's the best.
Darren Waller had one good season with the Raiders.
He had 2.
Darren Waller's here
All right.
for a retirement
I'll give it to
check.
Buffalo. Go
I
ahead.
don't like the signing.
We'll give that to Buffalo. All right.
Okay,
move on.
so of the positions we got, you got the wide receivers. We'll give you a push at running back, and the Bills take tight ends, quarterback, and offensive line.
No, I wouldn't give him offensive line.
I wouldn't
this
give
year.
him offensive.
No.
You wouldn't give them offensive line?
Not this
I give
year.
them offensive line because they don't.
Oh my God!
I think our offensive line could be better this year.
Oh my God!
I think we got the potential to be a top 10, top 5 offensive line this year.
The Bills were a top 5 on offensive line last year.
Okay, so push.
And they don't get hurt.
That ain't a push.
That's the big
I don't know.
For now, I'll
Patrick
give-
Paul and
That's fair.
Jonah.
I'll tell you what. Patrick Paul he's just as good as Deion Dawkins, right?
Defensively,
Patrick
though, that's
Paul
a
is
whole
a
nother
beast.
subject, though. It's funny how you started with
Patrick Paul is a beast.
All right, so now
offensive line goes to Buffalo.
I really don't know this year.
No.
And I really
I don't think
we
that's
can't
true.
go on last year. We can't go on last year.
Why can't we? We got the same players.
We don't.
You can, but we can't. We have a whole new line, basically. A whole new left side.
But they haven't proved anything yet.
Their offensive line hasn't proved anything. It's just that Josh Allen can scramble for his life.
Nobody's proved anything yet. Nobody.
Wait a minute. What do you mean that Josh Allen was the least sacked quarterback in the NFL
Well,
last
yeah,
year?
because he can scramble for his life.
Okay,
He
okay,
can,
you're right.
Like, run out of it and scramble
You're
for
right.
his life.
That's the only reason he doesn't get sacked.
Yeah, because
that's
it's
a
not
major
because
problem.
of the offensive line. It's because he can scramble and he can run.
If Josh Allen was built like Lamar Jackson, he would be hitting the backfield every play, basically. Let's be honest.
What do you mean if he was built like? What do you mean if he was built like Lamar Jackson?
Like if he was skinny like Lamar Jackson and had the same speed.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't have that frame, he would not be able to withstand the hits that Lamar Jackson takes.
But that's what Josh Allen doesn't get hit. That's the whole point.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. He got a concussion last year, and they covered it up.
Josh Allen's physically the toughest quarterback in the league. I'll give you that, dude. I've seen that man go through like the craziest things in my life.
Well,
Okay, so all right, so now we go to the all right. So it's the Dolphins have a push, and the Bills take 3.
I'm not giving you the offensive line.
You
No, I'm
you
not
have
either.
to. Or you're
No.
right. You're right.
No.
You're right.
We got a whole new offensive line.
You're right.
There's no way.
So there's nothing like continuity, right?
yeah,
Sure,
I'm telling you now.
definitely helps.
I don't like I don't like things, but Michael K is right. You got to give them. They've proven that they do not get hurt, which is a big plus. And we already
Until
know
they
we don't
do.
have to go with
Until they
Fields.
do.
Until
they do.
You're right. Until they do.
I agree, Greg.
You're right. Until they do.
Yeah, I'm not giving you
But
offensive line.
that's the jinx on them
You can
this
move
year.
on.
I'm not giving you the offensive line either.
You don't have. You
No.
don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Hey,
He
But
made a good case, but Big C also does make a good point too. It's a whole new line.
you got an unproven rookie. You got a 2nd-year starter. Who's your? I don't even know who your center is. Who's your
The
center?
Chiefs literally just went to the
A
Super
top
Bowl
10
with
center
a
last
rookie.
year, Aaron Brewer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our center's good. Our center's he's proven. Yes.
And then you got Austin Jackson at right guard.
And to add to
At right
that,
tackle.
the backup,
he's the tackle.
the
Yeah, he's getting
backup
torched.
center that's been in there has been really good. So
I think Eichenberg's still the backup center, though, in my opinion. He was really good last year.
No,
yeah, but you don't think Andrew Myers would be that backup center?
he is absolutely this year.
Is he?
Yeah. He's been awesome.
I thought we brought Eichenberg back because of his snapping abilities.
They probably did, but Myers has been a diamond in the rough this offseason.
Yeah, he's been great.
We brought Eichenberg back because he can play all 3 positions, even though it's not good. They're not
All right,
good.
defensive line.
That
All right, defensive line. We only have the only ones I'll give you is Daquan Jones is a monster. Ed Oliver.
And half their team's on suspension for first 4 games.
I'm giving Miami the defensive line.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody you have is better than Bosa when he's healthy, right?
Nick Bosa.
So we not,
Bosa
are we,
hasn't been good
so,
in a couple
Nick Bosa is great, even though he does play for the 49ers.
yeah, Nick Bosa is
He was
great.
good for
My
the
bad.
49ers.
Joey.
We're talking about the Chargers, Bosa. Nah, Bosa's phenomenal when he's healthy, but he's already hurt. He's already hurt. Come on.
No, he's not. What are you talking about?
He didn't just come off an injury. If
He had a tweaked calf or something. He didn't miss one day of practice.
he always got to tweak something.
Yeah, he does. He has.
He's something. He's an older player. He'll, yeah.
He's always been injured.
He
He's
better
gonna
be like
injured
Von
again.
Miller for you guys, because Von Miller was a great signing
Yeah.
for the Bills.
He was until he got hurt.
All
Exactly.
our defensive line is young. The oldest player is Zach Sealer, who is 30. Like everybody else is young, and hungry.
Back-to-back 10-sack seasons, man. It got to go to the Dolphins.
Linebackers, Dolphins.
Not even close.
Come on, bro.
The
What?
front
Well,
seven of the
let's see.
Dolphins
Let's
is
see what
bomb.
what linebackers for the Dolphins made the Pro Bowl last year.
The Pro Bowl
Well,
is a
Zach
joke.
Sealer should have.
Well, it did
Yeah,
great, but
10
Zach
sacks.
Sealer's Zach Sealer's a defensive lineman. He's not a linebacker.
Backer.
Well,
But you got Matt Milano, and we only have 2 linebackers. Well, we got 3. Well, we got 5. We got 5, but
Matt Milano's a dirty ass player.
And Milano didn't play last year, did he?
And let's be honest.
yeah, Milano played
we
last
have you
year.
guys depth-wise.
How
like
many-
He missed
overall
most of the
linebacker
year.
core-wise.
Yeah, he missed.
He missed time. We got Terrell Bernard.
He's good.
You don't have a Terrell Bernard on your team. I'll tell you that right now.
Jordan Brooks is the best linebacker out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He came in and literally replaced what we wanted from at least.
Yeah. He's a dog.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Willie Gay Jr. is a very good linebacker.
Oh, I love him.
You don't like Dotson, Michael K, but Dotson's good.
I like Dotson too.
He's not great,
That's
but he's
the
good.
hard part is like, who do they keep? Like, I like Dotson too, but Willie Gay, like, he
Tyndall's
showed
gone.
up
Tyndall's
and
KJ.
showed up.
Jay Britt's good. He's a good run-stopping linebacker.
Yeah.
I like our linebacker.
What's he called?
They got to make some tough decisions there. They got so many to choose from.
All four of them are staying. All four are going to be there.
Buffalo for being all that great on that defense and linebacker and stuff. Why were they so piss poor against the run?
Because they didn't have any beef up front.
Oh.
They didn't have. They had no beef up front. They got it now.
I know
And I'm not getting. You know what? And I'm not. You're right. They were piss poor against the run, but they were phenomenal against the pass.
Yes, they were. I will give. Their corners are good. I don't give that. They got.
But they beat.
Corners.
But you know what?
Their safety's a question still. Now you got.
That's where we got to be the safety.
What?
Taylor, you might. I don't know. Taylor Rapp's pretty good. He's a hard hitter. And then if this Cole Bishop can stay healthy,
Yeah,
he's going to be good.
Taylor Rapp's no Minka though.
Cole Bishop is a key.
You got to
Well, you know what, Minka, and that's the other thing. Minka's not Minka anymore either. Minka's almost 30 years old.
Oh yeah, Minka is Minka.
Yeah,
He's a
Minka's
better Minka.
If Minka was Minka, Tomlin would have never got rid of him.
They didn't want to. They couldn't do the contract.
I disagree.
Of course you disagree, but the bottom line is the Pittsburgh Steelers pride themselves on their defense.
The way the Pittsburgh Steelers work, though,
they had to give up something to get. Let's put it this way: Chris Greer made a great trade, and Minka is showing up and showing out.
Well, hey, Chris Greer made a great trade because we thought we weren't going to get anything for Ramsey.
Right.
But maybe a fifth or fourth. And all of a sudden, we got Minka, which is better than any third or fourth we could have picked up in the draft next year. That's why it's a great trade.
And before the Micah,
his play has dropped off in the last couple of years, but it's also what you don't understand is when a player like his ability.
I'll be right back. I'm going to make a cup of coffee real quick.
When a team goes to his ability, goes to a different team, a lot of times it resparks his thing to play.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's going to do that for Minka or not, but it usually, they're in the same thing.
He seems to really engaged.
He could be great. But who I trust?
No, he's a wild card. He's a wild card just like anything else.
I think he's more of a solid
than anybody.
Minka was a Pro Bowler.
You understand?
Minka's not that old. Minka's was a Pro Bowler. He can still do it.
We turned a 32-year-old cornerback into a under 30 safety.
Isn't that what you usually do with cornerbacks?
That's actually a really good trade. You usually don't get that lucky. And we got a Pro Bowl caliber starting safety.
Yes.
And to back him up, we have, in my opinion, Patrick McMorris.
Yes.
And Iffy, when he gets healthy, is going to be opposite of him.
Iffy could be really, really, really good if he gets healthy.
He'll be healthy.
Where,
The problem
where
with
I give
Iffy though
Buffalo
is he's going to be forced
the
to
nod.
play more nickel because I think we're going to have to move Hilton out. I don't know if we're going to acquire another cornerback.
Oh, yeah. Hilton. I love how
Hey,
Hilton tackles. Man, that
where I
guy,
give
for a little guy, that guy. Oh,
where I give Buffalo a nod is their offensive coordinator. Even though I give Josh Allen stuff about um,
oh yeah.
not throwing as much, their offensive coordinator knew what he had to do, and they had to run the ball more, and he became more of a running team, and
Yeah.
he got that team to run and not pass as much and make Josh Allen a hero every time. So he cut that back, and that's what made Josh Allen better, even though he's not throwing as much. But that's because of offense coordinator. Where I give Miami the advantage is Anthony Weaver's defensive coordinator. I think is a lot better than what people give him credit for.
Weaver
Yeah.
specializes in safety play, and we just got one of the best strong safeties in the league still. And not only
Yeah.
that, Joe Brady, the man you're talking about, he produced the greatest clip ever when we beat them with him breaking that tablet and throwing it around.
That wasn't Brady. That was what's his face.
Oh, was it?
It was Ken Dorsey.
Oh
Yeah.
man, my bad.
But Brady has brought in pulled because if you don't see Josh Allen throwing those dang bongs and getting intercepted every time anymore. He hardly ever does that. He is more of a control dink and dunk, but it's more control, and he got the power to do that. And don't get me wrong, when I say dink and dunk, I'm talking between 5 and 15 yards out. He's more of that type of player when the guy's running open and he hits them and stuff. And it's better for Josh. And yes, his yards won't be as good because they run a lot more, but it makes Allen look better too.
And look at these bums, bro, that they signed for wide receiver in Buffalo, and the guys they draft. Like, let's be honest. They literally let the Chiefs get Worthy. Yeah, he's a little dinged up.
What did Worthy do last year?
I mean, he caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What did he do? Okay, great. Great. That's your argument?
He was a key contributor to that team even making it that far.
No, he wasn't. What are you talking about?
He was a
Trust
staple.
KC will be an opponent this year. They will be up there in the top. There's no doubt. Like
Worthy had 50. Worthy had 59 catches for 60.
down, they are at the top.
Worthy had 59 catches for 638 yards. He was a game.
It doesn't matter.
As a rookie,
it doesn't matter until you can beat them, and you haven't been able to beat them. Until you can beat them, they are at the top.
Oh wait, Keon Coleman had 29 catches for 556 yards.
No, I'm not saying Worthy was a better producer for the Chiefs. I'm saying Worthy was never injured. So he was a constant on that wide receiver line every time they lined up. So you always had to factor him into the game plan.
Okay, so he got hurt. So Coleman got hurt. Coleman's production was better. Coleman's production was better than Worthy's.
I don't think Coleman's that good, to be honest.
Bills, bro. I'm sorry, it's your franchise.
Coleman averaged almost 20 yards a catch. What did he average? 19.2 yards a catch with 4 touchdowns.
You're using injury as an excuse?
No, I'm not using injuries as an excuse.
You guys have Cole Beasley.
Hold on. I wanted to.
The Dolphins could use injuries as an excuse any day of the week.
Any NFL team could.
Yep.
Yeah,
for Buffalo.
It's just the Bills. They don't. I don't know what they don't. They're like the Packers. They don't invest in their wide receivers.
because they don't have to.
I mean, you really do
And-
because you're running a.
I mean, they did. They just got rid of. They just got rid of Diggs. I mean, they had a upper echelon receiver for a lot of Josh Allen's career, except last year.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but
So let's pretend they haven't addressed it. You know what I mean? Like
It's
they
the
had one
Buffalo
of the
Bills.
top.
They got stuck with the worst diva though of a while. It's like
I
saying
wouldn't
you
go
need
that
to go get a
far.
number
You
one.
know, there's sometimes
and
you jump out the window. Like, yeah, Diggs is a diva, but we got Tyreek Hill on our team. You know what I mean? Like, you can't throw.
Yeah.
You
Right?
can't throw stones if you live in a glass
Right?
house. bro.
Hey,
And-
touche.
And getting back to Glenn, the Bills didn't really not throw. Allen threw on average 4.5 less passes a game. Out of 65 or 70 plays, only 4 of them weren't passes. So
What was
they
his
really didn't take the.
average depth of target?
I don't know.
4 of them weren't passes.
What's that?
What was that thing you just said?
I said he only threw 4.5 less balls a game.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They get the job
Yeah,
done with whatever way they get it
Yeah.
done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give
They
a shit if
took
he
clock
threw
more.
1 yard passes every play. If the Buffalo Bills are scoring in the top 5 of the league, you know what I mean? That's what they're doing. Good.
Nobody's
Good
denying
for
that
them,
Josh
you know what I
Allen is a great quarterback, elite quarterback.
Say that because you don't hold Jalen Hurts with that same regard, even though he does it with one.
Jalen Hurts is not
Jalen Hurts
elite.
is not Josh Allen.
No, he is not elite.
He does it with 1 yard runs. Why does the 1 yard passes count?
No,
You
it's
know what
who he has on his team, brother. You're mistaken. It's not the plays that he
No.
does. It's the talent
Jalen Hurts
surrounding
is
him.
not in Josh Allen's realm.
Stratosphere.
Jalen
No.
Hurts has played for 2
No.
Super Bowls. What has Josh Allen done?
That is team accomplishment, my friend.
Ah, man.
Hey, Michael,
You
how
say
many
that.
points did they score last year game?
The Bills 33, I think they averaged.
And how many?
If you put
and how
Jalen
many
Hurts
did
on
they
the
average
Buffalo
the
Bills,
year
they're not
before,
making the
the year
playoffs.
before that?
No.
It's because
I didn't hear what you said,
Martin
Glenn.
team is specifically
You put
designed
Jalen Hurts
around
on the
them.
Buffalo Bills, and the Miami Dolphins are beating them every time.
I don't say that because Buffalo run shots us. Their defense gets us sometimes. And they
I'm sorry,
Miami
Jalen Hurts,
sometimes.
Tula. I'm sorry.
Hey,
No.
you could Jalen Hurts. You could say all you want, but that man showed up in that Super Bowl,
He showed up
Oh,
in
he
that
absolutely
playoff
did.
run.
and he showed up twice in 2 Super
But
Bowls.
why? Because they were focused on Saquon Barkley.
Hey, it still
I
don't
mean, that's
matter. He had to
football,
make
bro.
the passes.
That's why
They still had to make the
Mahomes
passes.
is how he is. They had to focus on Kelsey. They had to focus on the running back, Clyde Edward-Helaire at the time. That's why
Yes.
Mahomes was able to do it, you know?
That's why every
You
team is
build a
that
team
way.
like that to win.
You
That's why
can't compare
Bills,
the
that's why
Chiefs.
we
You can't
haven't
even
done it, you know?
don't compare the Chiefs to the Eagles. The Eagles are the most perfectly structured,
Yes.
put together
Yes.
team that I may have ever seen.
Yeah.
You don't think the Chiefs are about as structured as well?
Hell no.
No, not even close.
No, the Chiefs. No.
The way they're able to rotate offensive linemen,
They're just
keep their defensive
because-
core.
No, it's because Patrick Mahomes is so great that he elevates. That's why they don't need top
it's
tier
Patrick
receivers.
Mahomes and
That's
the
why Buffalo
coach,
Bills don't
Andy.
need top tier
Andy
receivers.
Reid. Andy Reid, the coach.
These
too.
great quarterbacks
The
elevate
reason-
the rest of the roster. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady's career. Take
Do
away
you
the Wes
think without
Walker, Randy
Patrick
Moss few
Mahomes there,
years.
Travis Kelsey wouldn't be going to the Hall of Fame?
Hey, the
No.
reason Buffalo lost against Chiefs last year is because their defensive linemen really sucked.
If
Well,
Patrick
that-
Mahomes is on the quarterback, Casey, Travis Kelsey would be a Pro Bowl caliber tight end, but I don't think he'd be a Hall of Fame tight end.
I don't.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think he's honestly redone the whole game, dude. He's redesigned the position.
He hasn't
No,
he hasn't redesigned
no, he didn't.
nothing. Shannon Sharp was doing what he was doing 25 years ago.
And then Tony Gonzalez carried it. And then
who's the cat? Who's the cat?
Took it.
Who's the cat that's getting into the Hall of Fame this week? He's the one that changed it. I can't remember his name now.
Gates.
Who do you play for?
Chargers.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah, that's it. He's the one that changed the tight end position.
But Shannon Sharp was doing that. Shannon Sharp was doing that for the Broncos so many years ago. A wide receiver that was big and physical, that could, you know what I mean, that played the tight end position. Shannon Sharp was a receiver that played tight end.
He was a tight end that could play a tight end, the slot, or the receiver. Yes.
You go back farther than that. Kellen Winslow, the senior. You know what I mean? With the Chargers. You know,
but let's not act like we haven't had one here before either. In Miami.
Seattle.
Who?
That guy that played on the Eagles that came here that was supposed to be the great tight end for us.
Keith Jackson.
Yeah.
Who?
Keith Jackson, maybe? I don't know who he's talking
Vincent,
about.
yeah. Not Vincent Jackson, but the Jackson.
Keith Jackson.
Dude. Keith Jackson. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Doug.
Man, I got a headache. Fuck.
You have a headache?
The fact of the matter is, you know, Michael K is obviously going to side with the Bills. We're going to side with the Dolphins. I think the Miami Dolphins, it's fair to say, have a team that's, if they're not as talented as the Buffalo, they're just as talented, in my opinion. I think the Miami Dolphins are more talented.
And that's fine.
The only thing that
but
worries me is the secondary.
Can I ask, though? We're pretty much done with the offseason. And this being such a pivotal offseason, what would you rank Greer's offseason like? Because
we're not done with the offseason. We got weeks left. We got preseason games.
We still got time left here.
There's moves to be made still. This ain't done.
You're right. There's moves to be made, but you're not going to get any high caliber players.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true. You make a trade, brother. You ain't gonna find no one on the market. Maybe though, you cut down to that final 53, you might find someone.
But they're not going to be high caliber though.
We don't need high caliber with our defensive front, and I truly believe this. And you can call me a fan, a homer, or whatnot. I think with our front, if we can get too competent, I don't think they need to be all pros. They don't need to be number one corners around the league. We need guys that can cover and stick with their guys, not give up the big play. Yeah. And I think our defensive front will get home. It will put pressure on quarterbacks, make them make mistakes. And I think our defense has that ability to be a top 10 unit. And if our offensive line goes into the season looking and sounding like it is right now, which, you know, you can't go by training camp, but you know, we got good pass rushers testing this offensive line. We got a good front seven testing this offensive line. If this offensive line can run the football consistently, we should have a top 10 offense, top 10 defense, top 10 offense. That equals playoffs. And but we've been there before.
You're giving me shivers.
We've been there before. That's why week 3 is so pivotal for me, because I believe this team is a playoff team. I believe they are. But week 3 to me is that test to show me that we are not the same fuck ups that we've been the prior years, that we can get the job done. I'm glad it's a short week. I'm glad it's in prime time. I'm glad it's in Buffalo, because that's the type of game we need to win.
Treat it like a playoff atmosphere, boys. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's going to be. It's Miami's last time at that stadium.
And you know, the best thing would be is if you were sitting in that stadium and you hear silence.
Oh, there ain't gonna be silence. I hope to
Duck
see.
and run, dude. Duck and run.
I'm hoping I have to take my Dolphins gear off and put it under my shirt so I don't get jumped.
You ain't gonna get jumped.
Hey,
Listen,
man.
I seen an 80-year-old man get
snowballs
jumped in
this
Buffalo.
Hold on, I'm just going through the current power rankings from 5 or 6 different outlets. Hold on one second.
I want to pull up the Madden ratings. Well, you mentioned the Madden ratings. Let's pull them up. I'm a big Madden player. I've always been a big Madden player. I don't know if any of you guys partake in it.
I am. They just do
I
the
don't.
ratings dirty.
Tyreek rated a 95. Minka 92. Kenneth Grant 78. Angle 74. Jonah's cut off. I can't see what Jonah is. Hold on. Let me take this banner off. Jonah 73. Jordan Phillips 71. Ollie Gordon 71. Jason Marshall, who got burnt today by Tyreek a couple times, 69. Dante Trader Jr., I like him at safety, 67. Zeke Biggers, a 65. BJ M, 64. Asante
Does that really
is
mean anything?
63. No. Quinn Ewers, 63. Jake Conyers is a 62. And I can't read that last one. West, 61.
You know what's funny?
I think Tua was an 82 or 83.
Ewers has looked better than Skyler, correct?
Yes. In my
The
opinion.
scholar
Skyler
should
is a
even be
rookie.
in the NFL.
I agree,
Skyler
Bonnie.
is a rookie coming in on Madden. He was rated a 64, 65. Why is
Yeah,
he
like
ranked above Ewers?
Like I said, those shits don't, you know what I mean? Especially when you get down to the lower end of those players, they're just handing out numbers, bro.
Yeah.
They're freestyling. If you think they examine every player to the, you know what I mean?
No way.
That's a lot of guys. We're talking practice squad players and everything else right now.
Did you
That's
did you catch
that's 90
Shannon
that's
Sharp?
90 people. I didn't catch the Shannon show.
Shannon was saying Shannon and Rice were talking about Tua holding Tyreek accountable a couple of days ago.
Did you see Tyreek admit that he needed that?
I think that's him just swallowing his pride and just.
But that's
I
a
think
step in the right
That's all
direction.
good though. Like they're like starting to like get their relationship back together.
I mean, it's weird because this is a private matter that's happening in the public eye. Like, what
Yeah.
else is he supposed to say when asked about this stuff? He's gonna have to back up his quarterback.
Yeah.
But I'm worried. Like, why is Tua holding Tyreek accountable? Because
Well,
I mean, Tyreek played
he's the leader
the
of the
entire
team.
season.
Tua's trying to be the leader, and there's the one thing you can say about Tua. If you ask him a question, he's never going to tell you a lie. He's going to tell you the truth. And to his detriment sometimes, but he's going to tell you the truth. That's just the way it is.
I wish the damn media would leave it alone before there is something. You know what I mean? You can only be asked about it.
Yeah.
Or
Fucker.
eventually someone's going to say something that triggers.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Eventually someone's going to trigger something that causes, because Tyreek probably is holding in his true feelings. But again, that's a step in the right freaking direction. That's a step that Tyreek is learning Tyreek thought he was too big for his britches. This is Tua's team. Whether you like Tua or you don't, you got to admit this is Tua's team until Mike McDaniel's not here, until the Dolphins get another quarterback. This is Tua's team.
But that's my problem. Like, who's holding Tua accountable? Because the man missed 6 games last year. I mean,
like, what are you gonna do? His body's his body, bro. At this point,
he has said that he knows it.
You can't be a leader from the sideline. You know what I mean?
But you
He
can't.
said he knows it.
You can't stop your
even
brain
said
from getting hurt, though, bro.
he even said like he goes into every practice, and the last practice he went into it and he had 3 goals and he only
Yep.
met 1 and he was disappointed and he said, I got to do better.
Yep, he sure did, Bonnie.
I mean, Tua can say that he got to do better, and he can say that he's stepping up to be a leader. But I mean, unless he can go out there and show like the leadership play on the field, you know what I
I have
mean?
seen a difference in him though. He talks different. He looks different. His whole demeanor is different.
His non-hesitation when they asked him what the goal is, what a successful season looks like, and he said Super Bowl mic drop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and just got up and walked away. Like, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He didn't hesitate. He didn't have to think about it. Without question, without a second thought, the man said Super Bowl. Boom. And again, Tua deserves criticism. And I agree,
Yes.
Miller, 100% as far as you can't have a quarterback be your franchise quarterback if the guy can't stay healthy. But
Exactly.
at this moment in time, that is who the Miami Dolphins have. We do not have a better option at this moment.
I get it.
There's not a better option.
But
And I do think with a good offensive line, and if Tua can stay healthy and we don't get bombarded with injuries, people can say whatever they want about 2023. And every team does suffer injuries, but we don't have a quarterback that is in that upper echelon of quarterbacks that can overcome the amount of injuries that we had. If we had Josh Allen, Josh Allen's probably going to overcome that and push his team to a victory.
I
Patrick
don't
Mahomes
even
is
know
probably
if
going to
he
do
could
that.
have. I don't know
Does
if
it not
he even could have with the injuries we had.
I agree,
We were
Bonnie.
pulling
but
people off the streets. Like,
I know, Bonnie, but you know what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? It's just Tua doesn't have that in him to put the whole team on his back. And
Yeah,
you want your
no.
franchise quarterback to be able to do that. But to say that Tua can't win unless people are just straight saying Tua can't win. And I don't agree with that.
I'm not saying that he can't win. I'm just saying, why is he walking around this year like he's Joe Burrow? Like when he is on the field, like we're automatically going.
He is our Joe
Because
Burrow.
he has
though.
to be the leader. He has to act like the leader.
Tua
He
is
our
not
Joe
Joe Burrow.
He's our Joe Burrow. He's our starting quarterback. He is the leader of this football team.
Yeah, but this season, he's getting the Joe Burrow treatment. Like he's like,
Miller,
as soon as you
Miller,
get healthy.
Timeout. Because if Tua wasn't being a leader, we'd be calling him out for that.
Yes.
Like
Exactly.
what's the right answer? If Tua wasn't holding people accountable, if he wasn't out there,
we wouldn't be calling him out.
Then what are you saying?
Tua himself stated in press conferences in previous seasons how he isn't a leader. He doesn't like to take a leadership role in like past organizations.
So he's growing then, right?
He has changed.
We want him to grow, become a better player, become a better person, become a better leader. And now we're going to criticize him for doing that? Like,
I'm just saying, who holds him accountable? Like, what?
Accountable
He's
for
holding
what?
himself accountable.
And that's due justice, because the man, honestly, when he's there and has a team that isn't just a paper tiger on defense, can lead you to the promised land. It's been seen. Tua, with the whole team supporting him, still has yet to even give us a playoff win, and we're giving this man
bro, that's a team
he's our golden
accomplishment.
god.
But you have to be a leader.
Golden god.
You have to be a leader. You have to put that out there that you are the leader. And he has also said that, yes, I realize I have to stay healthy. I have to be on the field. He is
I was
holding
here for
himself
the Tannehill
accountable for
experience,
that.
though. We were out on Tannehill by year 5, honestly.
No, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, I'm saying that Tua has shown that he is just another, like, better version of Tannehill. He
No, the
can't get
hell
us
he's
there.
not, bro. Like,
How?
come on.
Like, he's not going to be here.
Yo, Miller, again, like you, I don't know. You make my blood boil. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
I know. I
The guy
can't wait for
is-
him to
the
get
guy-
that tattoo.
the guy is not Josh Allen, but you want to compare him to elite quarterbacks. No one
I'm
is.
comparing him to Tannehill. I'm not comparing him to elite quarterbacks. I'm
Bro,
comparing
there's
him
not
to
a
Ryan
damn quarterback
Tannehill.
in this league that has ever won the Super Bowl by himself.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
No, you
No,
don't
there
mean
hasn't.
shit.
No.
You don't mean
no,
shit.
don't even go there.
I was going to say something, but no, there hasn't been.
Again, if Tannehill has the right pieces around him, and we're not talking about just a fast receiver or 2 good receivers and a good running back. I'm talking about if you have a competent offensive line, if you can run the football. I'm not talking about having an 1,800, 2,000 yard rusher. I'm talking about 1,000 yard rusher. 1,000 yards is very common this day and age. You know what I mean? 1,000. It's not too much to ask to be able to the average 4 yards a carry. You know what I mean? We're not talking 5, 6 yards a carry. 4 yards a carry.
The game was different. You can't really compare the stats.
I'm saying right now, if we can have a halfback that carries the ball 4 yards a carry, where it's not 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 after 2 runs.
That's why
if we can run the ball for 4 yards a carry, which is not too much to ask, Tua's going to be able to do his damn thing.
Totally agree.
Tua's gonna have a good offense. And that's without Tyreek Hill. That's without Jalen Waddle. You could put some average receivers out there, and if Tua's got a running game, Tua's going to complete passes to wide receivers because Tua is accurate.
Because
I don't think you're getting
one thing people forget.
I'm not saying Tua isn't a good quarterback. Tua is an excellent quarterback. The thing
Tua's
is,
not
we're
Ryan Tannehill
in the AFC, and the parity of our division versus the NFC is completely different.
You're comparing
NFC, he goes to the playoffs every year.
Okay, so you're punishing Tua and saying he's not better than Tannehill because there's elite teams ahead of the Miami Dolphins.
That's why Tannehill had to go. Tannehill wasn't able to compete with the supporting cast in the AFC at that time.
So who's our starting quarterback? What quarterback you want? To replace Tua?
I want to draft a quarterback.
Okay, did we draft one? Were we in a position to draft one?
I mean, that depends on what happens week 3.
A good one that's going to be better than Tua.
Here's the thing that a lot of people forget is that Tua is maybe one of the best quarterbacks at the play actions pass. And if we get the running game going, it's lights out. It's lights out.
You can't run play action if they're not afraid of our running game. Your play action's not effective if you can't run the ball.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We got to get the running game going.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Bonnie. I'm telling Miller, you know what I mean? If you can't run the ball, they're not scared of the play action.
Look, even if we do start running the ball, we're in the AFC, the toughest. You got to understand the teams we have to go up against to even earn a spot.
Scared of Buffalo?
If we can run listen, the only team that I'm nervous about, if we can run the ball, the only team is Baltimore.
Yeah.
In the AFC, that's the only team you're worried about.
Yeah.
If we can run the football consistently, the only team I don't think that we have a legit shot of beating is Baltimore.
We can run the ball against Buffalo. We already shown that.
Lamar Jackson's speed with Derrick Henry, and Baltimore is super deadly to me. Kansas City,
I'm with you. I'm hoping
Kansas City. We've came close to beating Kansas City if we didn't make dumb, stupid mistakes. We've come close to beating Buffalo and shot ourselves in the foot. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like,
gosh.
the only team that's really
was like crazy. Like that was like insane.
and Buffalo smashed us a couple times. Let me not go.
Okay.
Let me not pretend they haven't.
That
But the only
61
team besides Buffalo that smashed us is Baltimore, and they
All right.
Yeah.
smashed us.
But you
Like
got to
55
factor in
points,
we did
man.
have
injury,
that
too.
one win against Baltimore. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. That
And
was a
I'm not
great
even
game.
saying just for us. You could factor in injury for any other AFC team. You could factor in injury for the Baltimore Ravens, like we're talking about.
Anybody could have an injury.
They
You
still
don't know.
have
And I don't
people
wish
in
that in
place.
anyone. But
Like our depth isn't there. That's why
You're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're
like,
right.
For an
I'm just
AFC
saying.
team, we don't
but
have
our
the depth
depth
to
on
compete.
our front seven is there. We have
Our
extreme depth on us.
our depth at offensive line and corner is not there. You're absolutely right. But if
Offensive
we're
Those are
talking,
line,
if
key
we're talking
positions.
maybe
about
not.
healthy team versus healthy team, I like our
But
chances. If we can run the ball, I like our chances against everybody except Baltimore. That's my opinion. Take it for what
Patrick
it is.
Paul and
I'm with you right there, Big C.
Jonah.
But I can count on one hand in the past 20 seasons how many times the Dolphins have finished with a healthy season.
I'm not saying we're
Well,
going to
yeah,
finish with
but
a healthy season.
yeah, but you can't
We
like
need a healthy season to compete. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we do need a fairly healthy season to compete. You're right. You're absolutely right. But you don't know where that injury is going to take place. If it's
yeah.
not all of our defensive, like that year, it was all our offensive linemen and all our pass rushers.
You
Yep.
don't know. Buffalo could get
The year
a
before that
extreme
was all our
injury.
secondary and all our linebacking core.
It was our quarterback. Let's be real. It was our quarterback.
Philadelphia could lose their quarterback. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen this season.
Or it could be
Anything
bonehead
can happen.
signings. Like Will Fuller.
All right. Speaking of Will Fuller, or Kendall Fuller, why are we not calling this guy and bringing him back? Yeah, he dealt with some injuries last year. He dealt. I don't give a shit at this point. The way our corner room is set up right now, Fuller from last year.
Oh,
He played fairly well for us besides the injuries. But we're so short at corner right now. I don't understand why Fuller hasn't been called. He knows the
because
scheme.
of the brain injuries, man.
Listen, I don't give Tua's got brain injuries.
Exactly. You want another
Okay.
person out there like that?
We're talking about Fuller. We're talking about
You
Fuller,
put
$2
that
million,
out there, Big
bro.
C.
We're talking about $2 million. We're not talking about 50. We're not talking about a long-term deal.
No, but he will be relied upon. Whoever we sign is going to have to be relied upon. Even if
Okay,
it's
and they're
Xavier
talking about
Howard.
signing Asante Samuel.
He's not going to sign with the Dolphins.
It's still better than what we have, bro. It's still better than what we have. Bring him in.
I don't
Bring him
know.
gonna
I
sign
think with Asante Samuel, the reason he hasn't signed yet is like it must be his injury must be worse than it is.
Yeah, he
Like,
hasn't been cleared yet. Nobody ain't signed him
yeah.
until he's cleared.
Well, I've been pounding the table for us to go at the Cowboys for Deron Bland for weeks now. And
They're
now that
not
Micah
going to
Parsons
get
requested
Deron
a
Bland.
trade, they're going to
Cowboys are not giving up. I'm telling you because I follow the Cowboys because my daughter is a huge fan of the Dallas Cowboys. No, that ain't happening.
Yeah,
that
I think you're
ain't
right. I
happening.
think you're more likely to get Diggs at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, is there honestly any chance? I know Cleveland had some injuries in their cornerback room, but I mean, is there any whispers of Ward still being available? Because I would
Not at the moment, but anything can change. You know what I mean? Anything can change.
But you know,
we'd have to go to
maybe
Kansas City because they have eligible corners that need paid.
at this point, I would just like sign everybody and anybody.
I agree, Bonnie. Because some of them are going to get hurt.
Because
they keep going down.
you never know. You might, you know, you go to the dollar store and you find bargains sometimes, you know.
You know, one of the draft picks that we gave the Chiefs for Tyreek Hill was a cornerback in the 6th round. He's due for money this year, and the man is rated in the top 15 for a cornerback. I
Yeah.
think he just deserves to bring him in.
See?
I can't pronounce his name to save the life for me.
Jalen Watson,
Is it Watson? I think Watson was an earlier pick, but
maybe.
I'd take Watson.
All right, guys, I gotta
Sometimes you
get out
go
of here.
to the dollar store and you find a good deal. You never know.
All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I want to touch on Micah Parsons, maybe requesting a trade. Listen, he's not an option for the Dolphins, but you know,
I'll tell you
he's
right now,
saying he
Big
don't
C.
want to be in Dallas no more. So we'll see.
He doesn't have a choice, and the Cowboys are going to screw him. They're going to make him play. If he doesn't play, he doesn't get paid, and then they're going to
Right.
franchise tag him because next year I think the tag's only like $22 million. They're going to get 2 more years out of him before he even thinks about being able to move.
I think Micah Parsons honestly has a chance of coming to the AFC East. The Patriots have the cap space and the need, and I
don't
pray
think-
that doesn't happen.
I don't know if the
No,
Patriots got space, do they?
They do.
Cowboys are
Still
gonna
have
like
enough
Micah
cap.
Parsons. No way. No way
And
the
the upcoming
Cowboys like
quarterback
Micah
on the
Parsons
rookie
though.
deal.
No
I mean,
way.
It just makes too much sense.
They have him for 2 more years, and they're going to get him cheaper than him signing a $40 million contract or $40 million per year.
Yeah, Doug Williams says they're gonna pay him. I agree. You guys got to understand with the salary cap,
Yeah.
Netflix wants in on they're going to be competing for NFL games when the bargaining agreement comes up, when it expires. The salary cap is going to jump. It's going to make a crazy jump into that after the 2028 season, I think it is.
I'm
telling you, it's going to go up $100 million type.
Oh,
Like, so it's going to go flying up because Netflix is they're going to put their hat in the ring, and there's going to be crazy money flying around.
Yeah.
what they should do is they should make quarterbacks their own separate cap, so they don't count against the whole cap of the rest of the roster.
Well, listen, $50 million is going to be a bargain after that happens.
Oh,
We're going to talk about quarterback $75 million a year.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
this ain't the NBA yet. Let's calm down.
It's going up.
All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Maybe I'll come live tomorrow or maybe Sunday, actually. But I appreciate y'all stopping through and talking Dolphins football with me. You know,
Peace,
I love
brother.
you guys. Again,
Hey.
like, subscribe, comment, share. If anybody want to help me get the training camp, the cash apps across the bottom since YouTube keeps dicking me around. I hope to get that taken care of someday. But who
I'm
knows?
glad I finally got to talk to you, Big C and Miller and all you guys.
Absolutely, Bonnie. It's
Even
nice to
you,
hear your
Michael
voice.
K, though.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Bill.
Caleb Waddle's the number one.
We'll be talking after the week
said
3 throttling the Bills give the Dolphins.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Also, Doug Williams, thanks for all your comments. I appreciate you, brother. Maybe next time you pop on. And we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Octane, what's up, brother? All right, guys. I love y'all. Peace.
Later.
Fins up, baby.
Hey.
That's it.